Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Oh, we got a good one for you today. This was actually requested and I built it for you. We got these little images here and the people are sort of popping out of the top of the little module there. And we got a little bit of text when you hover over them. They've got a little gradient background animation going on there. And somebody was asking if they could do this for the local football team and put the football players up here and stuff like that. Really easy to do. No coding involved in this today. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. Okay, well, once enabled, let's go down where we want to work. I guess I'll start a new row under this existing one here. So I'm going to add a new row, little green button there to add a new row. In fact, let's go back. I'm going to make it a section because we got them extruding a little bit from the top of the modules there. I'm going to give them a bit more space by adding a new section. So I'm going to add a new section. I'm going to make it a regular section. Inside, I'm going to use 3 columns for mine today. And we're going to pop in an image module for our images of the people right here. So let's go down. We'll find us an image module right there. Now, all my people images I've made the same size, and if you're going to replicate this for different people, it's a good idea to do that. It'll make duplicating really easy, and I'll show you how to do that in a little while once we've built the first one. So let's add our image. We'll start with this little lady right here. As you can see, it's just popped it in there. Now, for the time being, I'm going to leave that just as it is, and we'll come back and adjust it in a moment. I'm now going to go into the column, and the actual blue gradient that you see there is actually in the column that this image is sitting in. So to get to the column, we need to go into the row, the green tab. Here's column 1. I'm going to go down to backgrounds. I'm going to use a background gradient. Just hit the plus there. For convenience, I'm going to leave that blue in there, and for the other thing, I'm just going to make it the default blue. They're slightly different. And so you can see what's going on. I'm going to pull them both to the middle and have them overlapping. In fact, I'm going to pull them to 60% is what I used before. So I'm just grabbing this with my left mouse, taking it to 60%. Grabbing this, taking it to 60%. And we've got a nice little split there. You can see the two different colors. Now the direction, you can just take down until it's the direction that you want it to do. You can go that way, or you can go this way. I'll leave mine just like that. When they hover over it to achieve that little animation that we had up top here, and this is common to all Divi modules, rows and columns, as well as sections, hover up over the dark writing. You'll see some little icons there. If they don't appear, make sure you put your cursor on the dark writing. If there's an arrow there, we can have 2 completely different values, one for desktop and one for the hover effect. So if you click on the hover tab, and you can change this to anything you want. I'm going to keep it simple by just ramping this down to 40, so it just changes the actual position of the line there. I will do the same for this one, bring them on top of each other. That's great. So on the hover we got one, on desktop we got the other. I'm going to right click now on my gradient. I'm going to extend background gradient colors. I want it to do this row because I want the same gradient for all of our modules in this row. So I'm going to say throughout this row, I'm going to hit the extend. Great. Well, hopefully that's extended these other columns. The reason you can't see anything is there's no content in those columns. So let's save the column settings, save the row settings. Let's adjust our little module now. Get it how we want it. Remember, we want her sticking out the top just a little bit, and we want some room for a bit of text over here. Let's go into our image module again now. I'm going to go over to design. In the alignment, I want mine on the right hand side. I know we can't tell at the moment. And in spacing, I'm going to give it about 30% padding on the left hand side, so 30 and a percent sign. Make sure you put the percent sign in, or else it'll put pixels in there for you. And then we want to scoot it up a bit. So let's use a bit of negative margin until it's up kind of where you want it. How much sticking out of the top there. I think we had something like that before. That's great. If you want less space below the image here, we can turn this to off. Well, I'm happy with that amount of space. That worked for me. Great. Well, let's add our text now. I'm going to save the image settings. I'm going to add a new module underneath this initial module. I'm just going to use a text module for this. Alphabetical order. You'll find the text module near the bottom there. Now we'll give her a name. Now I'm using Shift and Return to have less space between the two lines there. And we'll give her a last name. And a regular Shift. I'm going to add a bit more info. And again, Shift Return. And you can see that down there. It's not real obvious, but it is there. Let's make this text and everything the color we want. We can just hit the paintbrushes to go to the styling. I'm going to make that white in color. And I'm just going to make it semi-bold. I'll leave it as it is. Our actual name at the top though, I want that as a bit of a heading. So if we go back to our content and to our text now, I can select it. And let's turn it into perhaps a heading 3. That'll work. I think that's what I used above. I'm just going to hit the pencil again. It'll take us straight to the H3 edit. I'll make it white in color. And that again, I think we'll try semi-bold. I think that'll work. Okay, but it's totally in the wrong position. So I want it right here. To that lady's right-hand side. Well, I don't want any of this gradient stuff below. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to Advanced. We're going to go down to Position. I'm going to change it from Default to Absolute. And we've got a little matrix. By default, it's in the top left-hand side. You can put it in the middle. You can put it to the right. You can put it wherever you want it. I'm going to put it right in the middle of our column there. And I'm going to offset it with a horizontal offset over here. Something like that. Obviously, adjust yours to taste there. When you're happy, let's hit the Save. Now, we've still got a little gradient there. I think with that show space below the image checked, we're going to have that. So let's go back into our image. We'll go over to Design and Spacing. Let's turn this off. Fantastic. She's sitting right on the bottom there, and the top of her head's poking out, and we got our text there. Great. We'll save our changes. That's looking fine for us now. Let's just check it on tablet and mobile. I'm going to hit the tablet view over here. Make sure you got your little purple button expanded, and you'll see this little icon thing over here. Little wireframe view icon right there on the left-hand side. That works fine on tablet. If you wanted to, you could up the size of that text just for tablet. Let's have a look on mobile. Yeah, and that works fine on mobile as well. Perfect. Now, once we've got the first one, let's just save this, make sure everything's working on the front end. We'll exit the Visual Builder, roll on down, and we got that little gradient hover effect working. That's fine. We can see the name and position there. You could take the line height down on that text if you wanted to make that closer together. In fact, I think I'll do that in a moment. But everything else seems to be working fine. So let's show you how to really easily duplicate this with other people. Let's re-enable the Visual Builder. We'll roll on down. Let's just put public and contact a little bit closer together. So we want to make sure we're in the text module. And again, if you have trouble getting to it, you can go to back-end mode. Hit the little purple button. Wireframe view. There's our text. When you're in there, you can pop back. So to make those closer together, we just need to go into the edit for them. Hit the little paintbrush. It'll take you straight to the design tab for that. If we roll down, we can take the line height down. We'll make those two closer together. Something like that. That works for me. Great. When you're happy, save your changes. Now let's duplicate this and put some more images in. Now remember, I told you I had a fixed height on my images. I think it was 500 pixels. As long as you make all your images 500 pixels tall, it doesn't matter quite so much about the width. But as long as when you make them around that size, it's really easy to duplicate. So I'm going to go back to wireframe mode to do this easily. Now remember, we extended our section background, so we should have those gradients in the background. So let's clone the image with all its settings. Drag one of them across, doesn't matter which one, because they're all identical. I'm going to clone it one more time, drag it across. I'm just left clicking on it, moving it and releasing my mouse button. I'm going to do the same for the text. And clone it one more time, drag it across one more time. Now when we go back to the front end, we should have 3 of the same. We have, but we haven't got our gradient in the background there. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Easy to fix. Let's go into our row. We'll go into our first one that's got that background in it. I hit the gradient, copy background gradient colors. I'll save that. It'll take us to the main row settings. We'll go into the second one. I hit the gradient, paste background gradient color. Great. We'll save that and do exactly the same for the third one here. In the background, add background gradient field, I'm going to right click, paste background gradient color. Fantastic. Now, of course, we need to change out our images and text here. So we can go into there and straight into the image right there. Switch her out for this fella right here. As you can see, that's working fine. It's got all the sizing and everything included with it. We'll switch out this one and we'll do the text on both of those. And it was that young lady, I believe. I'm going to go to the back end now and we'll go into our text and just change those. I can't remember his name. I think it might have been Doug. And shift return once more. Smith. And he was finance, control, return, director. And it's got the girl, I can't remember the name again. Jane, and shift return. I think she was a sales rep. And shift return rep. And got an extra S on the sales there. And we should be good to go. Let's save our changes here. We can go back to desktop mode whenever you're ready. Roll up. And there we have it. We've got our 3 little folks right there. Let's make sure everything's working on the front end. We may have to copy the hover styles for those rows. We shall see. Exit the visual builder. We'll roll on down. Here's our first one. Susan James with that little animation going on in the background with the gradient. Second one, Doug Smith. Same thing. And third one, Susan James. As you can see, that was really easy to replicate. So there you go. I hope that's answered that question. I hope that works out well for you, for your football team. I won't show the site you sent me because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to on here or not, but that should work fine for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them below and I'll do my best to answer them for you. We'll make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and WebDesignerTechTips.com. There should be a little playlist pop up in a minute of Divi for beginners, and we got lots more stuff like this on there if you want to take a look. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.